Off to this FIFA talk.
Yeah.
It's getting hotter every day.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Yesterday when the whole bust came out with the two FIFA officials that were arrested, you know, broke the news here and all that. Okay, and we didn't know that something much more was actually coming, you know, before the end of the day. Now you're having 16 more officials indicted, and that's a total close to like 27 members already. Now, if you check what has been happening before now, the individuals, the entity, the sports marketing companies and all that, till date, about 41 of them have been charged, and 12 individuals already, both sports and marketing and all that, have already, you know, started investigations. Some of them have been convicted. So Tayo actually asked this question: who is next? I mean, when you have money as much as 125 million pounds missing and 100 million pounds missing, and of course, U.S. government actually seizing so much money and all that, it tells across about 13 countries. I mean, it tells you that there's a whole lot going on in FIFA that most of us really just don't understand. Yeah, it's
just scandalous.
Yeah.
And in our picture that we just saw on the Loretta Lynch, you know, she's been going really hard. As well as the sports and the Swiss authorities as well, so they've been going hard. And not a surprise to me that 16 more have been indicted. There will be more officials. And interestingly, everything seems to center around, you know, taking bribes and kickbacks and, you know, and that's something very rife in organizations and like this.
And even some of them, there's a report that some of them have actually sold some TV right deals, you know, in 10 years of time, they will still be benefiting from it.
Just really imagine. So that's a lot, and that's why the ethics committee, they are, you know, staying focused with their talks of integrity, particularly as we expect the elections. If your integrity is in any way under suspect or being questioned, then they don't want you close to FIFA. Now they're picking up people. And the other day I threw lights on the show. I said, when are we going to start picking guys from the ethics committee? Because it seems that the guys, they're doing the sweeping, they're sweeping everyone. But we should start looking at them also.
They're clean. That's why they are members of that committee.
Exactly.
I mean, if you check most of the reforms
you
that
never know.
they actually proposed,
they
should also take reforms
there.
Now, most of the reforms that were proposed before now, you know, most of it were not even accepted by FIFA members because they felt, no, we can't implement this and all that. But with most of them out, they should be able to implement most of the reforms. Remember, they've been talking about term limits, where you have, no matter who you are, a FIFA president or a member, you have to serve at least 3 terms, you know, 12. That's the maximum that you can have. So you can't have more than that. When you start having that, just 3 terms, 12 years, it simply means people can actually come in and go. By the time you just have a fraternity, some crop of people ruling the body for a long time, over a period of 25 years, 30 years, I think that's why the corruption is just so deep.
Yeah, hopefully, the reforms, you know, work out well at the end of the day. That's what we're after. We want a clean FIFA, you know, we want a clean football governing body. You know, that's what we're after at the end of the day. And the U.S. Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, you know, she's been talking about the latest indictments. Let's have a listen to her. Stay with us.
Today, we are announcing a superseding indictment, which includes new charges against new defendants, as well as additional arrests and guilty pleas in connection with our ongoing investigation. Earlier, a federal grand jury in Brooklyn has returned a 92-count superseding indictment, which includes charges against 16 new defendants, all of whom are current or former soccer officials. These defendants include the sitting presidents of 2 of FIFA's 6 continental soccer confederations, CONCACAF, which covers North and Central America and the Caribbean, and CONMEBOL, which covers South America. Both of these defendants, arrested today, Alfredo Howard of Honduras and Juan Angel Naput of Paraguay, are also FIFA vice presidents and members of its executive committee. Earlier today, Swiss authorities arrested 2 of these new defendants, Alfredo Howard and Juan Angel Naput, as they gathered to attend FIFA meetings in Zurich. We are now working to extradite those defendants to the United States, just as we also are working to secure the arrest and extradition of additional defendants who are residing in other countries. Now, let me say that the betrayal of trust that is set forth here is truly outrageous, and the scale of corruption alleged herein is unconscionable. And the message from this announcement should be clear to every culpable individual who remains in the shadows, hoping to evade this ongoing investigation: you will not wait us out, and you will not escape our focus.
I'm just here to let you guys know that the investigation with the FBI, that Imagina is cooperating fully. There are no arrests that are going to take place today. We, again, are cooperating fully, and we just ask that the press respect the property boundaries and allow our clients and guests to come.
So that's it. Talks coming out of the FIFA reforms. Washington not smiling with this present situation. They're doing everything to ensure that FIFA becomes clean. And then you start saying, is it because they lost the bid?
Yeah, whatever reasons, Austin, at the end of the day, if we can get a very, a very clean in quotes, FIFA, and that'll be good for me.
So FIFA becomes clean,
yeah,
United America
who cares
gets
why
into
they're
it.
doing it?
You see, these are all issues coming out of football. Sometimes when you talk about the field activity, yeah, it's interesting, but of course, these backroom issues and issues coming out of football also makes it more interesting. And I love it when the issues man is around to talk sports with us. Ben Alaya joins us now. Ben, good to have you on the show.
Yeah, good to welcome you back after your holiday. And yeah, award, you've not watched it.
No, don't worry. Don't worry, Ben. Thank you so much. Good to have you around. And then, Ben, see, each time you come here, it's not like we plan this thing. You just come and you meet
This
issues.
just happened.
You just meet issues. See what's going on with FIFA now.
I think it is about ethics. And I learned, I was happy when you mentioned that even the ethics committee must also be probed.
Yeah.
Because things seems to be going wrong. And it's now taking the United States, which is not, quote and unquote, a very strong football nation, to say they want to clean up FIFA. I think it leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, what is FIFA? And then another thing that bothers me is the fact that the former president has not been invited, is not been arrested, and is the head of everything that happens in FIFA. Everything, the buck stops at his table. Something must be wrong somewhere if Sepp Blatter is let go of the hook. We must query even the US. They've not invited him. Jack Warner and co have been invited. Some of them have even been detained. Some will soon appear in court. But the head of the place for how many years is not being called up? It's shocking. It's like something happens at Sports Day and it is going wrong and nobody invites Ben Alaya. I worry myself.
I think it's suspension. I think with his suspension and all that, the fact that Swiss authorities actually indicted him concerning some money he paid to Michel Platini and all that. So there's something he has his own. I mean, he has his own that he's actually going through. I think they just want to go through the whole process and see if there are ways they can actually have enough evidence. These guys, about 16 of them that were arrested. We can see all the names and all that. About 16 of them that were actually arrested, yesterday. There's something going on. I mean, they've seen the money, they've seen the whole stance. But for Sepp Blatter, they've not really. There's really no tangible evidence.
You just mentioned an issue that he paid $2 million,
1.2 million
to Michel Platini. That is enough evidence.
He's been suspended, so investigation is ongoing.
He's been suspended.
Until the investigation is over.
The desperation to make Michel Platini the president also is enough evidence to call him to come for questioning, because it means that he wanted to cover his traps. Why he's out of the office? Because, I mean, he said he was going to quit. I mean, he's resigning, and then he's already grooming somebody. I mean, why not Jerome Champagne? Why not
Jerome Champagne, is it clean? Is this how is it clean? These guys have had one or two things somewhere over the years.
This is what we are saying. And during the week, I like what our own Dr. Amos Adamu said. When he said, look, now FIFA has been demystified. Those who are really corrupt, the security agencies are coming out to identify them. After they roped him into a scandal, he didn't collect money. Nobody has today said he collected money. He merely said, pay into my account, I will use it to develop Nigerian facilities. He was roped in and he was cleared out of FIFA and out of CAF. Today, people who collected money, huge sums, are being left off the hook.
For development, because in Tahiti, for instance, I mean, the money that was meant for, to control the natural disaster that happened to them, the FIFA actually paid to those who are ruling football in that country. The money didn't get to the people.
Someone took that kind of money.
But in Honduras, the same thing happened. So in all of them, that's what
like
they're doing.
It's happening in Nigeria now, where a lot is happening.
You know what?
Yes.
Then I've just been thinking about what you said, and I'm trying not to laugh so hard on TV. You said that if something is going wrong at sports day and they've not picked you, then there's something wrong. Then it means like you say to yourself, I just come here and I don't even know what's going on. My guys are the ones doing everything. That's probably what happened with Sepp Blatter. FIFA is so powerful that some of the guys you see in the background, you're amazed at the sort of connection they have.
But he's the president.
Yeah, he's the president. Everything rises and falls on leadership.
That's it.
But when followership is not following you the way you're leading, they're doing their own thing.
Kick him out.
So maybe
expect
these prosecutors, including America, they've not even seen a real good reason to pick Sepp Blatter.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a possibility.
I doubt so. I think that they are just being smart by half. With time, Blatter will be brought to book because, I mean, there's no way the president of FIFA, for how many years now, you said there are staff who are working under you, who are so stinkingly rich, who approves. The final approval lies with you. If they bring $1 billion, I mean, all the supporters and sponsors of FIFA, they talk to you first before they go down to them.
Yeah, but then there's not a lot Blatter can do, to prevent these other guys from taking bribes and kickbacks.
Yeah, because the money has been given.
And it's easier to even keep things away from him.
Yeah, you can blame him for
some set of guys just come together and say, the president shouldn't know about this, just go do this and do that. But I get what Ben is also saying, but let's leave FIFA's problem for FIFA. FIFA, sort yourself.
I'm sure US will help sort them out.
And all these guys are still innocent, until proven guilty.